Welcome back to the shipyard. Today, back to the custom designs. Because it's been a little bit. And as you can see, we've got something from the Antares shipyard. Now, this is an older piece of work from Jerry. So uh, we're going to take that under advisement as we look at things. But Duras's, the Duras sisters' bird of prey, as we saw in Star Trek Generations. Uh, I think it's an interesting ship. It's a ship I'm actually kind of surprised isn't in the game. I wish it was. But yeah, it's a Klingon Burrell, and as such, it's a 13-point ship. Now this is Klingon only, so take that for what it is. But we've got an interesting named ability. It's combat phase. If this ship performed a sensor echo action this game round, place a battle station or evade token beside this ship. Now that's at the start of combat, and I like the flexibility there. This works with, I think it's Lursa. It might be Baitor, but I'm pretty sure it's Lursa that gives you a free sensor echo or cloak, but really it's best to use it as an echo. And now you don't always have to marry it with Admiral Gowron, so you don't have to tie all of that, all of those resources into a single ship. Now, Gowron can go on another ship, and it's just a good benefit. Um, it makes sense for this ship to be a crew double weapon tech. We saw attack. We didn't really see a lot of crew. So yeah, I will take it being a crew double weapon tech. Um, yeah, so I'm okay with it. I could almost see a bump to 19 points just because it is a very good named Burrell, but you know, Lauren's Bird of Prey is also very good. So having it on the same level is viable. All right. The Duras sisters as an admiral. Uh, kind of a neat take on it. Setup. They cannot be equipped if Baitor or Lursa are equipped as a captain in this fleet. I think you also have to say captain or crew because they do have that crew side. Um, that's just a minor tweak. So you just get rid of captain, just to say are equipped in this fleet. But as for their actual named ability, activation phase, when you reveal a red maneuver on your maneuver dial, place 2 time tokens on this card and execute that maneuver with no penalty. Sure. Most Klingons only have come abouts as red maneuvers, or rather, the come about is their only red maneuver. So this essentially lets you come about every other round, as opposed to just come about. So you have to wait around in between doing a come about, which is fair. Really, the back to back come abouts is what would be a lot. I guess you could do it. You just have an ox the second time around. Hmm. I might still go for 3 time tokens just to prevent that. Yeah. Anyways, and as a captain, they do the same thing. Yeah, I think they. I'm pretty sure you have to go to 3 time tokens, uh, or just reword it to say that you do not place an ox power token rather than get rid of the penalty, um, or just treat come abouts as a white maneuver. Um, because then you're essentially confining it to Klingon ships, and that would be okay. Yeah, I could get on board with that. Uh, our other captain is Tolian Soren. Uh, skill 6, independent. When attacking, if your captain skill is lower than the targeted enemy ship, add +1 attack die to your roll. I like that. It's a neat little spoof on car, which gives you a bonus attack die if you're higher than the enemy ship. Uh, so this is if you're lower. It kind of speaks to his underdog role. Yeah, he doesn't get any other benefits. I might knock him down to be cost 3. Him at cost 4 is just really expensive, especially as a skill 6 captain. Um, yes, I know that a lot of captains run high anyways, but eh, he just that's tough. I think he just needs to be cheaper. Okay, our elite talent here is House of Duras setup. If this upgrade is equipped to a ship that has Betor or Lursa assigned as the captain, choose a Romulan weapon with a cost of 5 or less and place it face down beneath this card. Uh, wouldn't you also be able to put this on House of Duras or the Duras sisters? Okay, so then so Duras sisters should also say counts as Lursa and Betor, maybe? Maybe. Activation phase, discard this card, flip the card beneath this to face up to equip it to your ship, even if it exceeds restrictions. Sure, that works, but it should be cheaper. It shouldn't be 5 points. It should be like a 3, I think, just based on precedent. Yeah, I'd go with 3 because 5 for 5 doesn't work. That's just too pricey. So yeah, I say take House of Duras, drop it down to 3, and we've got a good card. It's a nice idea, but limiting it to Romulans really means that the only weapon you're bringing in is I mean maybe a photon torpedo. That's unlikely, but then it's why can't I think of the name? The disruptors. But yeah, the same things you hide under triphasic emitters for Romulans. But yeah, um, and those really aren't worth 5 points. They're not even worth 5 points under on Romulan ships. So yeah, Klingons, Klingon tech, shield modulation. It's an action. Target an enemy ship within range and place 1 mission token beside that ship. Only 1 enemy ship may have a mission token beside it, and you target a ship at range 1 to 2. When attacking, if the targeted enemy ship has a mission token beside it, remove this card and the token from play. All uncancelled hits and or crits. Ignore the enemy ship's shields. I love that kind of card. That is brilliant. Yeah, you just say, nope, you don't have shields. Yeah, it's still uncancelled, so they still get to roll defense dice, but yeah, you get to go, nope, that's going through. And I like that. This is Big Garrick without the stipulation of factions. I do think it needs to be cheaper. Because Garrick is 1, but Garrick has a lot of stipulations. He has to share a faction. So, or his ship has to share a faction. This, you have to spend the action to work on the ship. Ergo, you're telegraphing. So how do you want to handle that? And I think it becomes that you need to drop it in cost just a little bit. Um, Maybe it's a 4. I'm thinking it's more like a 3. All right, Klingon disruptors. Hey, a 2-point weapon. We like those. The attack value of this upgrade is the ship's primary weapon value plus 1. Attack, place 2 time tokens on this card, target an enemy ship. Forward arc only, range 1 to 2, convert a battle station to a crit and a blank to a hit. Well, that's pretty good. I mean, it's range 1 to 2. But still, off of a Vorcha, you're getting 6 dice with built in conversions, and you can do that every other round. Um, I almost want that to be an asterisk cost and have it be like cost primary weapon -2 or something. Floor of 0. So then it costs 3 on a Vorcha. It costs 1 on a D7 and on a Raptor. I'd also probably make it Klingon faction only. I mean, they're Klingon disruptors, so it makes sense that they only go on Klingons. Yeah, go ahead, Make that Klingon disruptors only, or sorry, Klingon faction only, and then make the cost like primary weapon -2. Why not? All right, what does a trilithium torpedo have to do? Well, it rolls 5 dice, forward and secondary arc. Attack, target lock. Place 3 time tokens on this card to perform the attack. So you just have to have the target lock. You don't spend it. And you target a ship at range 2 to 3. If there are any uncancelled hits or crits, target all ships within range 1 of the targeted ship. Each ship will roll 1 attack die and suffer crits or hits as normal. They do not roll defense dice. I'm assuming they would not roll defense dice against the attack, because it's just kind of splash shockwave damage. It's fitting. Yeah. Again, I'm on board with that. That's a nice area of effect attack. We need more area of effect, like launch, hit, and boom. So yeah, I'm on board with trilithium torpedo, and I think I do think it's well costed. And our one crew is Kimitar. Kimitar? Kimitar. I'm going with Kimitar. Action. If your ship is cloaked, place an Ox power token beside your ship and perform a sensor echo action. Then you may rotate your ship 180. Ooh. I like it. I'd make one change. 90 or 180. That's my one caveat, especially since he costs 4. It's either that or he gets a little cheaper. I don't like making him cheaper. I like giving options. So let me rotate 90 or 180, and then I love this card. But if you don't like it and you only want to be able to do the come about, which fair, then I say he's a 3-point card. Yeah, 3-point card. Still saying somebody needs to have a sensor echo with the 1 and 2 banks, but I digress. All right, grading time. I don't know why that says Cavort class Brel, and I realized that OBS likes to cut things off because of hotkeys. So I'm splicing this together. Sorry for the rude interruption. But these are the overall grades. You heard why things are what they are. But yeah, I like the pack. There's some slight changes that need to happen, but it is what it is. And I would play a lot of this stuff, granted with some discounting and minor alterations, but overall it's a good solid pack. I like what's here. It's very thematic. It fits Generations the movie. I could see adding a LaForge card, a Crew Kirk, a Picard. There's a lot more that could be done. Deanna taking the helm, but now you're talking about redoing, going into a whole Enterprise D crew pack, and that's something that could come as a complement to this, not necessarily the Duras sisters' bird of prey. So I think for focus on the villain side, this is a great pack. But yeah, sorry for this disjointedness. Sometimes things happen, and I forget that sometimes OBS and my hotkeys goes wrong. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and until next time, we'll see you around the shipyard. Take care, guys.